Hey,
There I am.
there he is.
There I is.
What up, Walt?
Benji Mac.
What's up?
Yo, that brother's living in the land of Thailand. Coming from Detroit, bro. I saw all kinds of dirt. People would not believe the things that I've seen in my life, or some of the experiences I had. I was kidnapped once. You know what I mean? But that's like, and that's another story. But
Hold up.
he's like, oh,
This is exclusive. This is exclusive. The Power Ranger was kidnapped?
I'm the Travel OG, and I traded in my Hollywood lifestyle for the sexy beaches of Pattaya, Thailand. We're bringing you exclusive interviews, showing you what the golf courses are like, the caddies are like, what the homies like. Zoom to Thailand with your man Richie Mack, the Travel OG. Today, we're going to chop it up with my man Walter Emmanuel Jones, the original Black Power Ranger. For those of you that are too old or too young to remember the Power Rangers, the Power Ranger brand has been around since the 90s and is back on a hot streak at global events and places like Comic-Con.
Okay, I've been running around Comic-Con just trying to find Walter Emmanuel Jones.
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up?
on? And everybody shares like these really personal stories about how Power Rangers affected them.
Yeah, it's so diversified. It can be anything from, people that learn martial arts to people being homeless, and it was the thing they saw on TV that got them through their day, and they remember that.
Wait. Hold up, Walt. How you gonna be homeless and have a TV? What a lot of people might not know is when Walter's not traveling the world signing autographs and bringing people nostalgia from their childhood, Walter is also an international salsa dancing champion. I laughed at Walter when he first told me he was a salsa instructor. I was like, how your black ass gonna teach me how to do salsa? Then I saw him get down. I challenge anybody, anywhere in these YouTube streets, no matter what country you from, to see if you can keep up with this guy on the dance floor. Anybody that knows anything about Latin culture knows that dancing, especially salsa, merengue, bachata, these are passionate Latin dances originating from Cuba, Mexico, and Puerto Rico, if my memory serves me correctly. If you're a good salsa dancer, women will literally submit to your will on the dance floor. You are the puppet master and they are the puppeteers. I've watched this dude in action. He cleans up at the salsa clubs. I had a whole new respect for Walter after that. What made his style so dope is that he took salsa and flipped it with the black flavor and then created his own unique style. But you gotta understand how this messed with my head. How you gonna go from a Power Ranger to a Ricky Martin backup dancer without me cracking jokes? But when I saw him on the dance floor, that's when all the jokes stopped and I became a fan. On top of that, Walter's down to earth, has a good heart, and a cool dude to hang out with. And on top of that, this dude looks exactly the same as he did when he was a Power Ranger before the internet was invented. Dig that. Everybody put your hands together for my friend, the original Black Power Ranger, talented actor, salsa champion, and martial arts dude as well, my boy, Walter Emmanuel Jones.
This nigga does not age, y'all. He does not. He sleeps in the refrigerator all night. Him and Don Full of Love are two people that just don't age at all.
I'm saying you look good though, bro. You look the same. You look the same right now as you did 15 years ago.
All right, let's get into it. So, Walt, man, where did we meet and how long have we known each other?
Man, you know what? It's been a while. I've known you a long time, brother. And I think when we first met was on a looping set.
Looping is another word for voiceover acting. It's the secret sauce Hollywood uses to enhance television and films. For example, if you use curse words in a movie, you can't play it on TV, so we go in and loop it and change the words.
We were looping for film. I don't remember what film it was, but we both voice actors in the room, and we just connected. It's like we start talking, and we was vibing together. Sometimes we had a loop together, so we was chatting it up, and it was cool. And we just like ended up kind of kicking it, and next thing you know, we was like hanging out. So I was going over to Richie Mac's house, and we were kicking it.
A huge portion of my acting residuals comes from looping, but you're gonna find out more about that in the future episode. Don't forget that word, looping.
You know what's funny? I think it was the Dave Chappelle.
Okay. The concert out in New York, right?
First to the last of it, delivery is passionate. Holding out the half of it, casting out the mass of it.
Yeah, that was crazy. We all lost our voice that day.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words.
You don't know why? I'm like, nah, I never met him. I know who he is, but I don't know him because at the time you were doing Power Rangers, I was doing the voices for the Super Mario Brothers cartoon.
It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
I was the theme guy. And then I did all the stuff. I did the Kid and Play cartoon. I did the Hammer cartoon. And I did Super Mario Brothers. Never got one residual, bro. What's your story? What's the Bond Productions? Did you get residual?
All right, before I go any further, I have to explain to you guys what a residual is. A residual is how actors make their money after they do the job. Just like a person that's making music, he gets his money after the record sales. Well, actors, we get residuals every time something gets played. Saban Productions, who did the Power Rangers and all the things I worked on, they did not give residuals. And that's the lifeblood for actors. So anyway, back to the story.
As a Power Ranger, what I did get was I got to be famous and a role model in 40 countries around the world. 40 countries, several languages. I mean, I can't even tell you how many languages the show has been transferred into. I just know I can go places and they can talk to me, but I can't talk to them. You know, and I've said it's morphing time in more languages than I can think of. That's what it was. It was one of those kid shows, non-union show, made me famous all around the world, and I'm so grateful and humbled by that. But financially, no, it wasn't a winner. It was not a winner. Saban was not about, dishing out all the dollars. I've had to make my money other ways.
And you have, and that goes to Comic-Con. Like, tell me what that Comic-Con and what that was like, that experience.
You know, it's amazing, man. I was doing at least like 2-3 shows a month, you know, traveling all over the place. I went to Brazil, I've been to Brazil a few times. I've been to England. I've been to Thailand. I went to Indonesia. Not Thailand. I didn't go to Thailand for Comic-Con. I would love to.
I always brag about Thai prices and stuff, but this is where they get you, man. Irish Spring, okay? I want to get some Irish Spring. This size, regular Irish Spring. You know how much they want? 400 baht. That's like $13 US for Irish Spring. Can you believe that?
What's amazing is the reaction.
Of all the Black Rangers you ever worked with, which one was the sexy?
When I meet people, especially from a different country, let's say the Philippines, I meet people in the Philippines and they never, ever thought they were gonna meet Zach. You know what I'm saying? They never thought they were gonna meet me, and then here I am, and I'm nice, and I'm friendly, and I'm engaging, and we're dancing, and we're laughing, and we're having a good time. And I think they walk away with an experience that's amazing and makes my heart happy knowing that I provided that.
That is so awesome, bro. That has to be the best feeling in the world, to be welcomed everywhere.
Absolutely.
Where's your favorite place to travel? Where, out of all the places you've been, what do you say is your favorite place?
My favorite, man.
You can give a top three, whatever you know.
I'm gonna give a top three because it's hard to pick a favorite because I like so many places for so many different reasons. I gotta say I love going to Jamaica. Jamaica, man. Don't you know? Yeah, brother. I gotta go down there and get my jerk chicken on. You know, I like going in the grill. That ocean, man. That 7 miles of white beach, amazing. You know, I like that vibe. I like that energy a lot. I also love Brazil. Those are my brothers down there in Brazil, man. You know, and I dance. So, you know, I dance salsa, I dance bachata, kizomba.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Oh yeah, well, so I do all these dances, and in Brazil they have a dance called zouk, which is my new favorite dance to do. And man, I mean, it's amazing dance, and Brazil is where it was born. It's like I love going to Brazil for that. I do like capoeira. Art form is amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the brothers that do it are brothers and sisters that do it. The people that do it are talented. They're strong, they're athletic. I mean, things they do defy gravity. So I love that. Love that. Another one of my favorite places to go is Australia. Good day, mate. Go down there. You know, I've had a great time. I've traveled all around Australia to Perth, Sydney, to Adelaide, to Gold Coast. I went diving in the Great Barrier Reef. I went swimming with great white sharks. It's been, I mean, that's an amazing experience. You know what I'm saying? So I love Australia.
I do too. I've only been to Sydney, but I loved everything about it. Except it was expensive as shit out there, though.
Yeah, I mean, the dollar doesn't go as far as it does in Thailand, but you know, it's still an amazing place. It's a lot of fun.
So you got Australia and Jamaica. What's number 3?
Australia, Jamaica, and Brazil. I said Brazil.
Oh,
Brazil. You know, I mean, you gotta love Brazil, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had the opportunity to go to like some of the wealthier spots in Brazil. I've been into the rainforest. I held sloths and saw kids in the rainforest playing with their armadillos and snakes. I got to go to some of the favelas. You know, I got some people over there. I was welcomed to the favelas, and that was a really interesting experience. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, so you know I grew up in a hood environment. And Brazil, you know, in the favelas, it's a whole different law, man. It's a whole different law. I don't know if you've seen some movies in regards to the favelas in Brazil, but it's for real. And I went down there for a funk party and hung out with some friends. You know, I was well protected. I was well loved. You know, I had an experience where my boy who lives in the favela, who's a dancer, he took me to one of the drug pens homes, and they all had guns. They were like, "Yo, you want to hold the guns?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." You know, I got this AK. I was like, "No, I'm cool." You know, but they had love. They're like, "Yo, I grew up with you. You Power Rangers, man. You're the Black Ranger." You're like, they were hype. And I'm like, man, you know, I got love with everybody. It didn't matter if they were gangsters or politicians. They love me. So I love that.
Isn't that a good feeling, man, when you can just be anywhere and just get the same love? You know what I mean? And
I love that. I love
feeling
welcome.
Anybody can't do that. And you know what I'm talking about. I've been to Brazil. You asking to get robbed, but you went in a place where people do not go. And
you have to be invited. You can't just walk in there. If you drive in there and got lost, you might not come out. It's like that.
One of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Anything like City of God. I know you saw City of God, right?
I did.
Is it that vibe?
Yeah. It is somewhat. I mean, I didn't experience any violence. I didn't see that nobody fought. I mean, there was a point where we were at the party at a club, and we stepped outside, and you know, people were outside dancing and they're playing music, and all of a sudden there was a confrontation between two people, and everybody ran. And I don't know where I'm at, and it's like a bunch of hills, and there's like alleys behind like houses and houses connected to houses. It goes up levels. It's a crazy environment that you don't want to get lost in. So I made sure I did not get lost from my host. So I stayed with him and we made it. But there were no gunshots or anything. It was all positive. That was the only experience. But when it was time to run, it was time to run.
I know you damn right you did, because you don't want to end up on the news for that.
Exactly. So that's a dangerous situation, and in that circumstance, you could be collateral damage easily.
What would you say? What country outside the U.S. gave you the most love? Power Ranger love.
Wow. The most love in what country? I got to say Brazil.
I thought you would say the Philippines.
I got a lot of love in the Philippines, but I got more love in Brazil.
Gotcha.
Got more love in Brazil. Philippines was awesome. The Comic-Con that I did wasn't as much of an open environment as I like. I mean, I didn't get to meet all the fans. There were lots of fans, but a lot of them were behind the fence, behind a barricade. So they waved at me and they screamed and they yelled and and whatever. And I went out and shook hands or whatever, but it wasn't where they all got to come up and meet me at the same time. And it happens to be that way sometimes in some of the areas that are not as privileged. Like I went to Venezuela and it was like that in Venezuela. It was like that in Indonesia, and that's not by my choice. It's by the choice of the promoter that invites me to come and they want to handle things a certain way. I just like to be in the middle of it. I love to meet all the fans, and I don't care if you don't have money to buy an autograph. I just want to be able to meet and at least shake hands and go, yo, what's up? It's a pleasure to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes my heart happy. It makes me feel like if you waited all this time to meet me and here I am and you didn't get that opportunity, it bothers me. It's not a financial thing. It's about love. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's who you are, though. That's who you've always been. You know what I mean? When we were in France together, we went to it wasn't dirty, but it was in the hood part of France. And we went and you just wanted to salsa dance. You wanted to be amongst the people. That's who you've always been.
Niggas is really in Paris, you know what I'm saying?
We really are.
We're really in Paris.
Really Paris. We're like, that's the Eiffel Tower right there.
We ain't even supposed to be here.
Also hard as shit where we ain't even supposed to be here.
Niggas in Paris. This is some OG shit. French music on the train. Where is this? Breaking it down. Entertainment in France. I'm just saying.
Coming from Detroit, bro, I saw all kinds of dirt. People would not believe the things that I've seen in my life, or some of the experiences I had. I was kidnapped once, you know what I mean? But that's that's another story. But
hold on. This is exclusive. This is exclusive. The Power Ranger was kidnapped? I feel like Fat Joe right now. I feel like it's the Joe promote. Shout out to Fat Joe. What happened?
No, it was just a situation where I got robbed, but I got taken away as well. And then I was let go, but it was scary.
In the D?
It could have gone a lot of ways. I could have lost my life, and I could have taken a life. You know what I mean? But in the end, God was with me, and it worked out.
This is in the D? Detroit?
Detroit. Yep.
How old were you?
Last year, high school. I was a senior. Yeah.
Wow.
That was crazy. Yeah. All because I wanted a honey bun at 11 o'clock at night.
Do you feel like that's why? Because, you know, you see a lot of casts that they really want to let go of what, you know, that first thing they did. They're like,
Right.
well, I'm not that character. But you guys really embrace it. Why do you think that is?
I think maybe because, the fact that it is such a positive thing, it's been such a positive for people in their lives. And I mean, I've done a lot of work other than Power Rangers, but I don't think I've done anything that has as much merchandise. So I'm like, it's continuously following me between the comic books and the video games and everything else. It's like, it's kind of nice to see my image 25 years later on another comic book, another poster. So.
And you look the exact effing same.
Well, you know, Zach don't crack.
Zach don't crack.
Zoom to Thailand, hope you coming too. Richie Mack, travel OG with celebrity interviews. Get your passport, let's go. This is what you need for show. Brothers in Thailand and bikini babes at the beach. If you need more, he got it poppin'. Caddy of the day, we golfing. Really ain't a better option. Time to travel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let's connect. Richie Mack, yeah, we steady vibing. Take a journey, let's get moving, cause we zooming right to Thailand. Hey, Richie Mack, travel OG, let's go.
Hey, yo, don't forget to bang that bell and subscribe for more content like this.
Zoom to Thailand with your man Richie Mack, the Travel OG.